Hi guys, so I just realized I never did an April or March wrap up, so I'm going to do it now because they're the books that I read in April and March. There are a lot, so I'm not really going to explain a lot. Hopefully I can get reviews up of a lot of these, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's get into it. I think there's like 43 books or something like that. I think I read 19 and 24 on those 2 months, so yeah, that's a lot, and let's get into it. And yeah, and I've got crazy girly hair right now, and I kind of am digging it, and I kind of want to do it more often, and my face is really white, and yeah, that's what's happening. So I'm going to go get the books out and show you and tell you star ratings and stuff. So let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start with the physical copies I have, and then I'm going to go into the ebooks. Since it's both months, I'm just going to go through them and tell you a star rating. So the first physical book I read in March is The Madman's Daughter, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It kind of, I don't know, I had really high expectations for it, and it was really good from what I watched, from what I've heard about it and what I read about it, and then it kind of went downhill and quickly, and it just didn't live up to a 5-star expectation, so it is 4 out of 5 stars. And the next 3 books I read were Of the Mortal Instruments, and they are rereads for me. That means I've read them already. So the first book I read is the first book in the series. Obviously, it is City of Bones, and obviously this is 5 out of 5 stars, just as amazing as it was the first time I read it. Second book, City of Ashes, which is also 5 out of 5 stars. And the third book, City of Glass, which is also 5 out of 5 stars. I do have plans to read City of Fallen Angels and City of Lost Souls as rereads, but I just haven't gotten to them yet, and there's the other ones that I got to. Now, also following the Cassandra Clare kind of theme, I reread Clockwork Angel, which is obviously 5 out of 5 stars. I love rereading her books; they're amazing. And then I also reread Clockwork Prince, which is the second book in the Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, and I love it. And again, awesome reread. And then reading for the first time is Clockwork Princess, which is OMG. I love this. It's just amazing, and 5 out of 5 stars. I did a lot of rereading that month, but I reread Shatter Me, and it was really good as I remembered it, and it's still 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read, for the first time, Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi, which is a sequel to Shatter Me, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it probably more than the first one, which I didn't think was possible, but it was just amazing. Then I read a book called Defiance by C.J. Redwine, which I already did a review of, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was awesome, but it was kind of slow, so that's why it was only 4 stars. Then I reread Beautiful Disaster by Jamie Maguire, and oh my god, I love this book. I was rereading it, and I always reread it, and it's the first time I reread it in a while, and it was just awesome, and was getting really excited for Walking Disaster. Then I read The Chance by Karen Kingsbury, I believe, and I really enjoyed this. It's my first Karen Kingsbury book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I just love the premise and all the stuff in it, just awesome, feels that, yeah, you feel. Then I read On Dublin Street by Samantha Young. There we go. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It was good. It just, I don't know what I was expecting out of it, but it was good. I would recommend it if you are into that kind of stuff. And then the long-awaited sequel, or kind of companion novel, is Walking Disaster by Jamie Maguire. And I was really excited for this. I mean, I had my dad go out to Target and get it the first day it was out, and I read it in a day, and the entire book itself, except for the epilogue, I was meh on. I mean, I really enjoyed when Maddie was telling the story, but from Travis's point of view, I just feel like it lacked something. I don't know what it is, but I'm definitely going to do a review of this soon, so look out for that. And yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Well, no, I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, which translates to 5 stars on Goodreads, but it's 4.5. But the epilogue made this brand frickin-tastic. Oh my god, I love that epilogue. So yeah. Then I read Nightshade, which is a reread for me, which I had read about 1.5 years ago to 2 years, somewhere in that mix. I don't remember. I wrote it in July of 2011, if that. So that'd be 2 years, almost 2 years. Okay, so I reread it. I'm planning on rereading the rest of the Nightshade series and moving on to Rift for the first time. I just haven't gotten around to that. I'm about 100 pages into the second book, which is Wolfsbane. But this book was 5 out of 5 stars, and I loved it just as much as I did the first time. Then I read Things I Can't Forget by Miranda Keneally. And this is the third book in the 100 Oaks book. The first book is Catching Jordan, and the second one is Stealing Parker, which I liked. Catching Jordan, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Stealing Parker, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This book, I loved Kate's story. It is 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read a book I found at random at Target, and it is called Rush by Maya Banks, and that makes it easier to see. There we go. And I was drawn to the cover, and it said it had a sequel out, and I was just like, whatever, I'll give it a shot. It sounds good. Now, I enjoyed the story. I don't know, something didn't click, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Then I read the sequel, which is Fever, which I enjoyed more. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I think I clicked with Jace's character more than I did Gabe's, and I liked Bethany more than I did Mia. I'm sorry, that's just true, and stuff like that, but it was just, I wish it had, I don't know. I'm really excited for Burn because, yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Then I read Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know what to say about this. It was just a okay book, so I got 4 out of 5 stars. And the last physical book I read before I get into the ebooks is Thoughtless by S.C. Stevens. That is hard to say. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I think it was just that it was too long of progression, and I feel like it could have been done in a shorter amount of time. And some of the 2 main characters were making me mad to no end, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars just because you can't annoy me that much and it still be a 5-star book. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it is. So on to the ebooks. These are kind of just at random what I pull them up on my Nook, so that's how it's gonna go. So this book is Twisted Perfection by Abby Glines. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. It's the kind of the third book in the what's it called? Too Far series. I would suggest reading the first 2 in that series before you read this one. Obviously, I have a review on it, so link down will be down below, and if I have time, I'll click the screen and it'll take you there too. Then I read Chance Encounters by J. Sterling, and I've read a few of her other books, and I really enjoyed them, and this one got 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read The Love Game by Emma Hart, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and I also have a review on it, so if you click the screen, or it will be linked down below, it will take you there. Then I read Second Chance Boyfriend by Monica Murphy, and this is the second book in the True and Faithful series, and I believe it's the final book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read a book called Wanted by Kimberly Knight, which is a sequel to Where I Need to Be, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Easy by Tamara Weber, which everyone was talking about, and I gave 4 out of 5 stars and should have a review up soonish. Then I read You Got Me by Mercy Amir, and I did a review of that too, so if you click the screen right now, it'll take you there, and I also will link it down below too, so yeah. Okay, I'm going to go through these really quick and not show the covers since they have different covers and stuff like that for different editions, but I read 3, the newest 3 in Abby Glines' Seabreeze series. So that is Because of Love, While It Lasts, and Just for Now. Because of Love, I gave 4 out of 5 stars. While It Lasts, I gave 4 out of 5 stars. And Just for Now, I gave 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Play With Me by Kristen Proby, and this is the 3rd book in the With Me series. In Seattle, I believe, With Me in Seattle or something. And I really enjoyed this. This is definitely my favorite of the series, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then I reread Wanted. Then read for the first time Saved by Kelly Elliott, and both of these books are 5 out of 5 stars, and I just love them and stuff like that. Then I read The Prince by Kira Cass, there we go, which is a little novella before the selection takes place in Prince Max's point of view, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmanursky. I don't know how to say this. And I gave that book 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Tempting the Player by J. Lynn, which is also Jennifer L. Harmonshout. There we go, Mackenzie. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, which is the sequel in the Gamble Brothers series. The first one is Tempting the Best Man. Then I read The Beginning of After by Jennifer Castle, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and I absolutely love it. Then I read Ruining You by Nicole Reed, which is the second book in the Ruining Me, I guess. I don't know. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Then I read Forever My Girl by Heidi McLaughlin. Yeah. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I read Just a Little Crush by Tracy Puckett, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And the last ebook I read is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Now this is all. If you want to keep track of more of my reading, I have a Goodreads page that you can add me on, and I will link it down below like I always do. It's also linked on my main page along with my Twitter, but they're always usually down in the down bar unless I'm lazy and say we'll update later and never do. But and I'll be there this time. I'll make sure of it. So be sure to add me on that if you want to follow more of this and in detail stuff like that. And I'll also like post links if I post a review on it and on there too. And it's a cool cat thing. So I don't know why I just said that. But I'll talk to you guys later. I'm sorry this is probably really long, but there was a lot of books to show, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.